Hi everyone, my name is Ian Stewart. I am the athletic director here at Pleasant Ridge High School, and I'd like to thank you all for coming to our annual preseason meeting, parents and athletes. This preseason meeting will be over sportsmanship and how we want to have good sportsmanship throughout the year in every athletic event, sport, um, as well as outside of those sports and in the classrooms and in the community. It's my job to help promote good sportsmanship and to make sure that it is happening throughout the year. So, um, some of the objectives that we will discuss today um, in this meeting is, well, what is sportsmanship? I'll give a definition of it. What our roles as athletic administrators, what we're going to do to help push towards good sportsmanship, and what we're going to do if poor sportsmanship happens in an athletic event. Um, I'll give some examples of some proper sportsmanship and some examples of improper sportsmanship. And I will also give some examples of some of the things that I've went through for sportsmanship and some of the things that have helped me get to where I'm at today and become the person who I am today, having good sportsmanship. And then, if you will, right now, pass out, or I will have you come up and get some handouts. I'll have two of them. One will be some guidelines or some what we expect in good sportsmanship, and the other one is kind of a little article that I found that helps give some tips for parents to help create good sportsmanship as well as the community. So, what is sportsmanship? Well, there's a couple different definitions that I found. The first one is a fair and generous behavior or treatment of others, especially in a sports contest. So that means if something's not going your way, or something you didn't like happened, you still gotta treat those with others and keep your emotions under control. The other one is ethical, appropriate, polite, and fair behavior while participating in a game or athletic event. So, if you're not liking something happens. First off, the coaches will be making sure that their players are staying under control, playing with emotions, and showing good sportsmanship. If not, then after the event, it would be my job to talk to the coaches to make sure that they are enforcing these good sportsmanships, and that consequences will happen if these don't happen, if bad sportsmanship happens. Now, my role, I just gave a little bit of example of what my role as an athletic administrator is going to do. I want to try to create a positive environment. By doing that, it will help keep the negativity and the emotions under control. Having a good positive environment, I have seen personally really change and affect a person's life and how they go about themselves, not only in sports but outside the world of sports, actually out in the real world. I gotta lead by example. If I don't lead by example, then what am I setting for these kids? What am I showing these kids? But it's not just me. It's also not trying to say that any of you parents are leading by bad examples, but it's our job as parents and athletic administrators and community to lead and show these kids, hey, you need to have good sportsmanship even though you don't like the way it is. Things have happened. And then we need to develop a plan. Okay, how are we going to teach these kids good sportsmanship? That's something I will sit down with the coaches and other administrators in a plan on how we're going to develop these. These could be having them go to workshops, bringing in speakers, doing some exercises as a teams that we will set for each team. many things like that. And then develop consequences for bad sportsmanship. Sorry about the misspelling there, but if there is going to be bad sportsmanship, we got to set consequences. And how that's going to be. That could be suspension from practice, suspension from a game. That could be not playing the first half of a game, or not starting, or something like that. But as administrators and coaches, we are going to develop a plan of what the consequences will be for bad sportsmanship on a first offense, a second offense, and then the third offense. If it just keeps happening, you're no longer going to be on the team. I will guarantee you that right now. And then as an athletic administrator, I need to attend and supervise athletic events. Make sure nothing gets way out of hand. Because a lot of coaches and officials and will blow up and everything. It's my job to step in and say, hey, need to cool down, walk away, go locker room, or whatever. But I need to make sure things stay under control, not only for teams, but also in the crowd with the parents as they get mad at something, a bad play, a dirty play, whatever it may be. Here's some examples of good sportsmanship. No trash talk, playing fair, handing the ball to the officials, helping players up, playing within the rules. If you just play within the rules, then none of these things will happen. Or if you play within the rules, all these good things will happen. But on the other hand, bad sportsmanship, trash talking, being disrespectful, by actions or by words, bad behavior, playing unfair. If you don't play within the rules, all these will happen. I guarantee you that emotions will get out of control, and bad sportsmanships like this will happen. So here's the first handout. It's kind of a little hard to see, but these are guidelines that I have for the coaches and for the parents. They're basically similar. There's one or two little differences. But if we set good guides for coaches and parents, I think we won't have a problem with coaches and parents having bad sportsmanship. It's more the athletes. So right now I'm working on a guideline for athletes that will help develop and practice good sportsmanship. Now the second handout I couldn't upload, but what it is it's kind of a little article about how good sportsmanship affects other people and all those types of things. It gives tips on how parents can build character, and a good checklist for children to have to obey the rules. But it's just a little article that it talks about how sports does not build character, it reveals it. And it's really true. I mean, yes, it does build character, but you really see a person's character through sports. It really reveals it and shows what they need to work on as well. So, well, these are where I found all my resources and articles. I'd like to thank you all for coming to the meeting tonight. I know a lot of you are busy with farming and other family-related stuff that may be going on, but it really is crucial that us as adults, parents, athletic administrators, and athletes, that we practice and demonstrate good sportsmanship off the court and on the court. I mean, it's just as important off the court than it is on the court, because, like again in that article that you'll read, it will show that it will reveal character and what your character is. It could be sucky and it could be good. I mean, I hate to be blunt about it, but that's the way it's going to be. But since you can't see it, I will put this in the discussion board, so people will be able to upload it and read it and see it. Thank you again for coming. I hope you all have a safe trip home.